this video, we're finally going to be finishing the airport in my very small Minecraft city. You might remember it from this video. Now, everything you see here, I built in under 24 hours, and it doesn't look too bad, right? Like, we made some good progress. But if we zoom out a little bit, there are a lot of finishing touches we need to add in order to finally complete this thing. We got to build up the terrain, finish the interior, build a port, and seamlessly blend this airport with the rest of the city. Because right now, we are not there yet, and we might even fly some planes here at the end. Let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back to Greater Rockford, the new airport in the city, and the airport that we're gonna finish today. Now we made some pretty good progress. We do need some more interior stuff. And we also have to terraform all of this by hand, which is gonna suck. This piece of land is so big. Wow, we're gonna do that later though. For now, I think we need to make some plans. Let's go. Boom. This is what we got. This is going to be a lot of work, guys. You're going to have to peep this. We're going to add not one, but 2 ports on either side of the island. And the rest of it, we're just going to fill with beaches and forests. We're going to get to all this later. But for now, we're going to start here at the airport terminal. Let's go. The interior. It is completely empty in here, and it's only 2 blocks high. That's horrible. Let's see what we can do. This is definitely not going to be your Singapore or Beijing airport interior. This is just a random subpar North American airport. What if we build them diagonally like this? This is gonna be hideous. Wow. We're gonna make the ceiling half slabs. Wow, that already gives us a lot more room. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're also gonna add some skylights because it is way too dark in there. There we go. All right, this is not great, but we definitely made use of our space. You know, trying to keep the building as small as possible from the outside. So we did what we could there. And we already have the TSA and the check-in area too, which is pretty nice. And we also have a McDonald's as well inside the building. So that's pretty good. The exterior. We need to deal with all this. Kind of clean it up a little bit. I think the roof looks a little bit bland. We're gonna have to add a bit of detail there. So let's start with this. Luckily, we already have everything we need. We just gotta put some random shit on this roof. Can never have too much AC. Got some larger ones right here. This is really how you add detail to your builds. It's gotta add a bunch of random stuff. Alright, this is already looking a lot more detailed. We're also gonna add some like weathering to the edge. This is gonna be tough, guys. Just to add some like depth and age to the building, you know? Definitely not a new airport, that's for sure. And there we go. That adds so much detail to the building. This looks pretty alright. Now we need some more parking. Let's go. Boom. Now we're gonna clean up the edges. Boom. There we go. We're also gonna add some stuff here. Looking good. We got construction, baby. Because, you know, it's not an airport unless there's constant construction everywhere for no reason. All right, this side now looks pretty good. Now we're going to finish up the bus station. There we go. All right, we now have buses. This area is also looking a bit empty. So here we go. Can never have too much parking. I think that wraps up like the exterior area of the airport. Because out here, we've already gone back and added quite a bit of detail. But if there's any other specific details that the airport might need, let me know in the comments right now. Because I'm definitely going to make another building your ideas video. But until then, it's time to move on to the next section, planes. I think it's time to build some planes at the airport right now, which might not work out too well because I already tried that once and it looked really bad. But I feel like if we try to make something a little bit bigger, it might work. Let's start off with the bottom of the fuselage. Just gonna see what we can do. The nose is gonna be the hard part. Hey, this is pretty round so far. This might work. It's going to be huge compared to the airport, but we're going to lose detail if we make this any smaller, and we do not want that. Now we got to build up the roof. Okay, this is not a terrible start. For the windows, we're just going to do this, then we'll just make it big. There we go. We're running out of space, so we gotta move this. Okay, this is going pretty good, but it's way too big. I think we're just gonna get actual planes. Roads. Okay, it's finally time to go outside. And if you remember the plans, we had to build a road from all the way up here, all the way down south, around the airport, and ending at this port. This should be pretty interesting. Then we're just gonna stack it down all the way to the end. All right, there we go. And right here where the approach lights are, I think we're gonna go for like an LAX type situation. Something like this. The next thing we had to do was keep building the roads around the entire island. So after this massive corner, this road kind of turns into a windy forest, like logging kind of road, before it pops out on the other side where the port's gonna be. And wow, building these roads is really fun. Gotta go layer by layer. And look at this, we have the roads down. And we'll tidy all that up later, but now it's time to get into the hardest part, the terrain. I hate building terrain, bro. But we're gonna start off with this mountain that I've been neglecting the last couple years. So we're gonna build it one layer at a time. Just leave the entire inside empty. And these big stone blocks are just plots for future buildings. But now that we're wrapping up the mountain, this is the before, this is the after. We are now gonna work on this beach. And if there's one thing that's worse than mountains, it's beaches. So we're gonna start by building out some layers of sandstone, filling them in one level at a time. This takes forever. But hey, we got it pretty smooth so far. Doesn't really look too vanilla, but you know, it'll do. Now we have to deck it out a little bit. We're gonna put some grass, and we're gonna plant hella trees. And just like that, we're done this section. Look at the damage we just did. That's crazy. Next up, we went ahead and built the platform for the port. All we gotta do is put a giant block of stone, and we'll worry about that another day. This is gonna be a huge port, bro. I don't even know what we're gonna put here later on, but bring these walls all the way down to the bottom. And there we go. That's another chunk down. Now we have to do this southernmost forested area. Now, I didn't really feel like building another beach, so we're gonna go search for an island and just take it, you know? And we're gonna paste it right here. We now have an entire beach, and the best part is that it actually looks like it's from the game. It's gonna add some grass. We're even gonna add some elevation as well. We're gonna add some detail to the edge of the road. And yeah, you heard me correctly. This is gonna be a forest. We gotta plant some trees. Then we're gonna keep building the terrain out, and we're even gonna transplant another island as well. And my game crashed. Okay, good. Everything's saved. We're gonna crash the game a couple more times. All right, to wrap it up, we're gonna add a couple more trees. Boom, there we go. And finally, we have this area. We're gonna take this island one more time and put it on this side as well. This honestly saves so much time. I can't believe I didn't do it earlier. Why are these birch trees so tall, bro? We just gotta tidy it up a little bit. Here we go. This guy just messaged me. He's saying he's watching the airport video right now while we're filming the part 2. That's crazy. Shout out this guy. Bro, we just sent me a plane mod too. Think we're gonna have to try that later on. All right, now that most of the terrain is done, finally, now we can move on to the finishing touches. Firstly, we need even more parking here and just access to this area in general. And the entrance to that is going to be right here. I'm so glad we got the terrain out of the way. I'm never doing that again. This might be good. There we go. Gonna rough up the edges a little bit, add some lights. Another important thing we need is like a barrier to get through, because you know this is a restricted area. And there we go. This is a pretty solid parking lot, guys. Another very important thing we need is a fence around the entire airport, because this is not very secure at all. This will go all the way around the perimeter of the airport, just like this. There we go. It doesn't really show up on the mini map, but that's okay, I guess. Wow, that really ties the airport together, makes it feel more complete, you know? We're also gonna build a service road around the perimeter of the airport. All right, looking good. Gonna plant some grass. We got a freshly mowed lawn. And if there's anything I forgot or anything I should add to the airport or to the rest of the city, let me know in the comments. But anyway, we are not done with this island expansion yet. Look at all the progress we've made though. But we still have to do the entire harbor area. Both of them, too. Alright, the last thing we had to build was the port. I didn't really record it too much, because, yeah, who cares? And this is what we have so far. And hey, this looks pretty good. I'm actually really proud of this. This is my reference shot from BeamNG, and this is what we have. Wow. I didn't really have time to do all this and do the other port over there, but you know, it's all good. This alone took like a couple days. But nonetheless, this is really good progress. And I think that's all we're gonna do for this video. The airport is pretty much done. Let's give a little tour real quick. We have the parking nightmare over here. We got the bus station. Inside, we have the check-in area. We got the TSA. We got the worst airport interior you've ever seen. We got the actual runways and taxiways, which were already done. Got the old spawn location. We got the mountain, which took many years to complete. Got the road circling the airport. Got the port right here, which we already saw. Should I build a boat? Let me know in the comments. Over here, we have the forested area, which I think turned out really nice. The road just winds all the way through. We got this beach over here looking pretty good. And circling around, that is pretty much it. These were the plans that we made before, and this is the after. Look at the forest too. That worked out pretty good. But you know what? There is one more thing we have to do in this video. Okay, how do these work? Wow, we have so many options, bro. Let's spawn this. Whoa. I think we have to like build these planes from the ground up, you know? We're in a different world, by the way. I didn't want anything to be deleted. Let's find an engine. This is a lot of engines, bro. How do I find the right one? All right, there we go. We have engines. We need seats. We need seats. Wow, these are detailed. Okay, here we go. We have the built plane now where you can close the doors and everything. Wow. Can I fly? Our controls are working, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I press? What did I press? All right, I think my plane is a little bit stuck. Alright, this is gonna have to take some getting used to. I think we're gonna try the planes in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Guys, that is all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll talk to you later.